Good morning. It's Thursday, the 21st of December, 2017. Warm welcome, as always, to Television Centre here in Bracknell for this morning's United Kingdom talk, boys and girls. Welcome along. I'm glad to say it's warmed up a bit. Did you notice? Certainly warmed up when I got in last night. I turned the heating off. The heating has not been on this morning. The electricity and gas meters have not been revolving. Ooh! Very pleased to point that out. Yes. So it's warmed up a bit. I'm very pleased about that this morning. Let me have a look here. Yesterday I finished packing my case. As you know, I finished wrapping up the presents the other night. When I say wrapped up, they've been put in bags and had a bit of tape stuffed over the top. Not special Christmas bags, just the bags in which they were bought. Complete and utter waste of time and effort, and you start tearing your hair out because you can't wrap things properly, and corners get, you know, when you fold that bit of paper over and the corner comes through. Oh, how annoying is that? And then the tape sticks together on the outside of the tape, and you get that, and then the tape sticks accidentally to a bit of the paper, and you pull it off and it tears the paper. I'm not doing it anymore. No more ever wrapping papers in my sad, lonely, pathetic life. No more present wrapping. They get bought in a bag, whatever it is, in Phoenix or Superdry or whatever, or Aldi. They get buy it in that bag. I don't mind paying 5p for an extra bag if I've got 2 items, and fold handle over and tape up, little label on there. Not anything special. These are my labels. Would you like to see the labels I've used? One moment, please. Well, in fact, I'll do even better. Let me go and get you a gift. Just a moment, please. And I'll show you what I've done then. Here we are. I shall bring in 2. If you receive a present from Chris Reardon, this is how it comes. Right? Look. That's it. There you go. From Hamleys, little label on the front. What's this one? This is one to George, great nephew George, and that's it. That's that. There you go, George. Now, is that 5-year-old boy going to worry that there isn't a bit of pretty little Christmas tree Santa Claus paper on it? They don't even notice. They're not interested in a bit of paper. And here's another one here. This is for my nephew Gary. This one's in a Tesco's. It didn't come from Tesco's, but that doesn't matter. It's in a Tesco's bag. Would you like to know what that is? I hope he's not watching. I don't think he's watching. No. That is a tracksuit. He wanted a specific tracksuit, so that's how I give my presents now. I'm not muck-arsing about with... Oh, sorry, beg your pardon. I'm not mucking about with blooming wrapping paper and all that. It just gets on my nerves. Really does. Now, don't humbug. No, I'm not doing it. Let's say hello to some early people this morning who are with us. Good morning to Lee Marshall, who's on holiday at the moment, aren't you? A lot of activity the other night, wasn't there, lovey? Good morning, Lee. What are you doing on holiday? Is it half... Oh, I think you're right an hour ahead, so it's 10:30, isn't it? Aren't you out? You're much younger than me, aren't you? Why weren't you out all night last night? All night last night. Why weren't you out all night last night? Is that right? Is that the correct term? Because people who watch the Learn English channels watch this programme, so I have to be very careful how I speak. Every sentence, every paragraph, every phrase has to be English and grammatically correct. There's a little test for you this morning. Those of you on the Learn English channels, spell the word grammatically. Can you do that for me, lovey? Spell the word grammatically. I should give a little dictionary as well. I've got dictionaries here, look. These are really old. This was always a little note in this. What's this? One moment, please. This was my mother's. The Reader's Digest Universal Dictionary. That was my mum's. Look at the size of that. Look at the words in that, dear. Every word you got. Shall we just select a word at random and shove it into a sentence? Let me go. Here we go. Right, ready? Selecting a word. Right, okay. The word... Oh, I can't even see it. Just a minute. It's so small. Look how small... How can anyone read this? Look. Look how small that writing is. Like the Bible. That's why no one reads it. Words are too small. Right, now, hang on. Right. Loose. I've come across the word loose. So let's bring that into the conversation now. I'll find out a word with the word use. Lee Marshall is loose. There you go. See how I brought that into a conversation? Are you sitting around a pool somewhere in a small pair of Speedos at your age? Shall we do another one? Here we are. Another one. Not looking. No, nucleotide. Oh, what's that? Any or various organic compounds consisting on a nucleoside combined with phosphoric acid. A nucleotide can be found in prescription tablets. There you go. That's it. I think I've got nucleotide in my special tablets. I'm sure I have. Oh, is it 10 o'clock yet? I've got to take those. That's. And here is a little treasure, a little piece of treasure here. This is my school dictionary. This is my school dictionary. And look, in there is my label, but that's a little bit blurred. Let's try it on that one. It's going to be a bit blurred, that on there. I'll try it on that. Can you see that or not? Yes, you can. Look at that. English. London Oratory School. There we are. Look at my dates there. What's that? 1977 at the top there. Date of issue. D-A-W. Who's that? That must have been the English teacher. My English dictionary. As given. And look, even the page is so old, the pages are brown. Pages are brown. Look at that. Yeah, have I got anything else in here? No, I didn't. I don't think I wrote anything in here. Nothing dodgy or anything like that. It's just a dictionary. So there we are. There are two little. Why did I show these to you today? I can't even remember. Oh yes, it's for the people watching the English. Learn English. Very good thing to have a dictionary. Okay. Good morning to Adam the plumber. Morning, Adam. Welcome along. Adam's been overworked, haven't you, darling? Overworked. Yeah, so he's cut back a bit on his work, and he's been moving recently from one house to another, which must have been very stressful for you, dear. Very stressful. Oh, I only ever moved once. I moved from my mum. Well, I don't know. I was married, you see, so I got married and I moved from my house to my wife's mother's house. But that was just like a suitcase of clothes. It wasn't really a move, okay? So that all went wrong, and I moved back to mum's. And then I moved from my mother's to my first flat. That was in Wandsworth, from Roehampton to Wandsworth. I bought a flat off the council. That was the Margaret Thatcher era, you know, when they were selling off all the flats. So I did that. Again, that wasn't so much of a move because I did it in time. You know, I didn't have to do it in one day. So one day I took a cupboard, all in my car. Right? Another day I took a few things in the case. And the very last thing to take, of course, was the bed. I took the bed over and I moved into the flat. No, that's not really moving, is it? Moving is when you've got a house full of stuff and you're moving it to another house full of stuff. Or an empty house, which is what I did when I went from Wandsworth to where I am today in Bracknell, and I've been here, I think 25 years now. That is such a stressful thing. Oh, God, you think it's all going to be done by 12 o'clock in the afternoon. 9 o'clock at night, you're still unloading the van. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. I hope your move went okay, Adam. Good morning to Pete Branch in Brazil. Good morning, Pete. Are you looking forward to your Christmas there? What is Christmas in Brazil like? Do you have, do you do the whole turkey thing and all that business? I don't know if you do over there. Good morning, Gustav. Gustav always says hello and then disappears. He doesn't stay for the whole show. He's far too busy selecting another overpriced item of clothing to purchase, aren't you? Good morning, Gustav. King of fashion in Central Station. Absolutely. Undoubtedly king of fashion in Central Station. Morning to Hayley. Morning, Hayley. Sarah Lulays, good morning, who's off to work. Thank you very much for the card, Sarah. I did show it on our nighttime show the other day, which I think you saw, didn't you? You saw that. You were with us, weren't you? We did a late night show on Tuesday, I think, and it was late, like 1 o'clock in the morning. Hello to Jeannie D. Looking forward to some more singing, aren't you, Jeannie D? On Friday night. Incidentally, we got karaoke tonight, boys and girls. It's Thursday karaoke. It's a one-off. And it's in South East London in Norwood. Little caption coming up for you here. There it is. Okay, so that is tonight. If you're around in South East London, starting at 7 o'clock, which means I've got to leave here at about 3:45. I kid you not. Oh, if I thought the traffic going from here to North London was bad, from here to South East London, it's much worse. It is horrendous. Horrendous. But there it is. I'll be there tonight. It's a lovely, lovely place. It's got a harvester attached to it. So one side, you've got a bar, and the other side, you've got the harvester eating place, okay, restaurant. And if you want to have a meal there first, then I would ring up, actually, because you never know how busy these things are going to be. And especially with, like, possibly Christmas, although most of the Christmas parties, I think, have finished now. But there might be 1 or 2 Christmas parties in there, so it might be a good idea to ring ahead and book a table. You know, when you ring up and saying, is the karaoke there tonight? At which point she'll say yes. I said, oh, OK, we'd like to book a meal then. And you can go on that. It's reasonably priced in Harvest, like, you know, normal stuff. Chips, pies, fish, that sort of stuff. Nothing poncy. Don't expect the Savoy, but expect a good meal. So that's where we are tonight. Karaoke tonight on this Thursday, the 21st of December 2017 at the Beulah Spa. Lovely big car park. 41 Beulah Hill, Upper Norwood, London, SE19 3DS. Starts at 7 and gets there at and finishes at 10:30. I gather some of our regulars, the Lady Phoenix, and her lovely husband David will be there as well as Mark Cording. We should have Mandy and Joe there from last week, I think, and possibly Ian. So it should be a good night there tonight, okay? So 7 o'clock tonight. It'd be nice if you want to come down there. Good morning to Ray Reynolds. Once again, wishing us all a Merry Christmas. Good morning, Ray. Lee Marshall. Oh, sorry, Lee. Was it last night? What, the same one? Was that the same one last night, Lee? Gosh, I never go back twice. Not a joke. Oh, where did that come from? I haven't coughed like that for a while. Morning, Kevin Bell. Good morning, Kevin. Chris Michael. Good morning, Chris. Oh, Charles, I beg your pardon. Good morning, Charles. Whereabouts are you, sir? I think you're new to the show, aren't you? Christina loves the jumper. Good morning, Christina. Yes, I've got several of these, as you well know. I've been rotating them. I was actually looking for one of my Christmas jackets, neither of which I can find this morning. I've got a green one with little trees on it. And there's a red one with little Santa Clauses on it. And I can't find either of them this morning. They're not hanging up in a cupboard. I must have just hung them up. I've got a terrible habit with clothes. For example, just outside this little studio here, I've got like a row. Down there is the stairs, and there is the hall. What's that bit called there? I don't know. Oh, just hit myself. Oh, this is chaos this morning. I don't know what it's called, like a barrier type thing. I've got this terrible habit. I'll just put that away later. Oh, just put that away later. I'll just put that away later. And like 3 weeks later, I can barely get down the stairs because of all of these clothes hanging on that thing. Then I'll have a clear and I'll start hanging everything up. I'm a very untidy person. Oh, yeah, believe it. I mean, you can't see it, but the state of the floor all around here, what you see behind here, okay, that's all pretty for you. Pretty for you. Down there are all the boxes that the Christmas trees come out on, all the lights and everything. I don't put them away. I thought, I'll leave them there. They're only there for a couple of weeks. Can't be bothered. Kitchen's the same. Kitchen is the same. I have ordered something for the kitchen. Now, I don't know why I didn't know about these. And it's such a thing. I've got a stainless steel kitchen. The sink bit and the draining board is stainless steel, and I get that scum accumulate. Now, what's that called? It comes from water, and if the water sits there, that stuff comes. Limescale, that's it, limescale. I get limescale, and I know, ladies, I know you should do it every day, but I don't. It's more like every 3 weeks. I won't lie to you. When it starts looking really grubby and dirty, I'll clean it. By that time, the limescale has taken hold. And you've got to get a little scratchy thing, haven't you? To get rid of it again. And the Viacal, which takes your breath away, I must say. Have you ever sprayed that stuff? I don't know what fumes are in that. God. And it's an effort. Scratch. Then you've got to rinse it all off. And then the water drips over and goes on the back wooden bit. Oh, can't bear it. Well, I have discovered draining board savers. Now, I don't know why I've never seen these, and it's just a piece of plastic. Ever so easy. Piece of plastic, you put it over the top of the thing. Done. When it gets dirty, you put it in the dishwasher. Oh, yes. No more scratchy. Psst, psst, psst. No more of that. I just once a week. I'll even do it more regularly. Once a week, you just put this whole bit of plastic into the dishwasher, turn it on. 2 hours later, it's all done and nice and sparkly and clean and can be replaced back onto there. Why hasn't my mate told me about this? Because he knows I hate cleaning. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I don't dare tell you this year I had to get something at the top of my kitchen cupboards. Yeah, you got your kitchen cupboards, and there's a gap between the top of the cupboards and the ceiling. Quite a large gap, because that's just where they are, right? And I went up there to get something. Oh my God, the dust. Oh, you've never seen anything like it. Dust at the top there. And it wasn't just dust. It was like a bit greasy-ish, if you see what I mean. So I had to clean those off, which I did. And you know, when you've done it, you feel so good. But when it's like, you know, I know a lot of you ladies and that clean the places every week, don't you? Probably up there on that ladder every week, cleaning the top of your cupboards. And it's not that bad. Even when it starts to get dirty, I thought, it's not that bad. And very, very dirty, I might do something about it. Crawling with insects, then I do something about it. I leave it and I leave it and I leave it. But what a wonderful thing. A draining board saver. £12 off Amazon. So cheap. Why couldn't I have had one of these 25 years ago? No one told me. Draining board saver. Very good. So I ordered one of those. And yesterday as well. This is why I wasn't here yesterday. I was so busy. Busy. Also yesterday I ordered from Groupon. Groupon. For just £25, 120 rolls of toilet paper. Oh, yes. Now, it says that will do for the whole year. So, I don't know. So that's one roll every 3 days, isn't it? A roll every 3 days. 120 rolls of toilet paper are on their way to the studios of United Kingdom Talk. I'm very pleased to say that. And that was 25 quid for 120 rolls. That's not bad, is it? That's ever since I left that other place. I used to nick them from somewhere. Somewhere that I worked, I used to nick the toilet rolls. I bet you do that as well, don't you? Who nicks toilet rolls from work? You? I bet you do. Good morning to Neil Young. Morning, Neil. Who said, I've got a cold, but glad to get it out of the way before Christmas. I hope so, Neil. You've got another 4 days to sort it out, mate, all right? So go careful with that cold. Look after yourself. Stay in the warm. Very important. Kevin Bell, have I said hello to you? I think so. Diane, good morning, Diane. I had your card out the other night. I don't know if you saw the show, my darling. I did a late night show on Tuesday. We got all the cards out that had arrived at Central Station, so thank you for that one. Hayley cleans her place every day. Oh, I can't be doing that, Hayley. I don't mind it. I don't mind doing hoovering. I quite like doing hoovering. Wasn't it lovely? You see a bit of dust on the floor. Gone. How easy is that? How easy is that? Be careful hoovering up spiders. Because once I did that, and I put the hoover away. And then it came to Bin Man Day. And I got one of those hoovers where you just empty the thing. There's no bag. Okay, and I'm emptying it. This spider is still alive, dear. Waiting to pounce. The spider, I kid you not, was still alive in the cylinder thing. It was hiding in the corner. Frightening, love, frightening. So be careful. Hayley does a roll of toilet paper a day. I'm sure my kids eat it. Hayley needs a dishwasher. Just send your husband in there. Get Lee to do it. Send your husband in there to do the washing up. Honestly, is he a factory? Is he chicken factory or something? Yeah, send him in to do it. Oh dear me. Adam says I do washing up liquid and toilet duck. Oh, I've got those things you stick to the side. It's like a tube thing, and you push a button and it sticks to the side of the toilet basin to make nice smells. And after my best mate's been in the toilet, believe me, you need about 10 of those around there. Oh, it's awful. Awful. The noises. When my best mate Ron goes to the toilet, honestly, the noises that come, I have to turn the telly up. It's true. Oh, gosh. Good morning to Kelly Kim this morning. Kelly Kim does a very important job and she's pleased she's not at work. Very surprised you put up that picture of you being drunk the other night, kissing the bottle of gin, Kelly Kim. Dear me, what if you... Oh, I'm not going to say. What if the people that you work with see that? They'll all be on the phone to your superiors, dear. Kelly Kim, were you with us at the beginning of the show? Look what I found. I found my school dictionary, Kelly Kim. Look at this, my school dictionary. Look at that. The pages are brown. Look at that. There's some things that I wish I'd kept other stuff, really, you know. I've got my sixth form blazer as well in there. No, it doesn't fit anymore. Sometimes I'd try and put it on. I can barely get my arm through the arm. I must have had such skinny arms when I was a child. So there we are. Adam's coming along to the karaoke tomorrow at Central or tonight at the Beulah Spa. Which one are you coming to? Oh, I can say it. Okay, teachers. Kelly Kim's a teacher. She's mentioned it herself now, so I mentioned that. Kelly Kim is a teacher. She is a popular teacher. Sometimes she tells me off when I misbehave at my karaoke nights. And believe me, I do that very often. I do like to misbehave at karaoke nights. I just think the whole thing is a bit of a laugh. And you do get serious karaoke singers. They don't come back to me a second time usually. They're so serious about it. Oh, God. And they're miserable as sin. What is wrong with these people? It's all about having a laugh. That's what it's about. Learn to smile. Good morning to John Edward McBride, who joins us for the second time now, don't you, John? Good morning, John. I hope you worked out what this show is all about now. It's all about having a little bit of a laugh, okay? Friday. Okay, we'll see you Friday. Christina, are you losing loo roll for Christmas wrapping? No, we're not doing any more wrapping, Christina. I just put it in the bag that it came. Were you with us at the beginning of the show? Here's an example. That is my nephew's Christmas present. Look. Present in Tesco's bag, taped up. That's it. So easy. So easy. To Gary, love from Chris. Thank you. And all my presents are like that. My sister's presents, my mate's presents, all in bags, bit of tape over the top. And that's it. Finished. Done. Thank you. Kevin says you guys crap me up with the sixth form. We don't have those. Still trying to figure out the difference between sixth form and a college. Yeah, even we don't know, Kevin. It's all a mystery to me. It's a mystery. Waste of time me going to the sixth form. A complete and utter waste of a year of my life. I learnt nothing. I'm not an academic person. I can't sit down there and go through a book. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and then write an essay. And oh, God, how boring is that? I was one of those people who I like to be shown something. Right, Chris, if you get that screwdriver and that screw, yes, okay. Right, just push it in the hole like this and turn it round. Now I've learned something. If that was in a book, I would have skipped over that probably. Oh, I can't be doing it. Waste of time. It's a good job I never went to university. I'd owe £70,000 and will have learnt nothing. Huh, like most of them who go there. Right, let's say hello to you, some of you watching on the other platforms this morning. Good morning to Paul Mosley. Good morning, watching on YouTube this morning. You do actually get a better quality picture on the YouTube, if that bothers you. Probably doesn't, does it really? It's me, isn't it? It's me. You do get a better quality of picture on the YouTube. I have to say that. To find me on there, go to youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. All right, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. And you can talk to me on that as well. That I do get the messages from YouTube and Periscope as well. Paul says, why did the toilet paper roll down the hill? He wanted to get to the bottom. Thank you, Paul. We're not doing Christmas cracker jokes this morning, are we? Please don't do Christmas cracker jokes. Please. There you are. Christina's answer is sixth form is like a cross between junior college and prep school. Sixth form, well, in secondary school, we go first year, second, third, fourth, fifth year. Sixth form is sixth year. But you could leave before that, or at least you could when I was at school. I don't know if you can. So after fifth year, you would be 16, and I think you could leave school then. I can't remember the exact age. Or was it 18? It's so long ago. Yeah, really a long time ago. Anyway, so that's that. So we got the karaoke I've told you about. Let's have a look. I had a minor... as that diamond thing was on, counting down just before the show today, I had a minor catastrophe on my computer next to me here. One moment, please. There we are. That one there. See that one there? Where you can see a picture of me delayed, moving around and... Wait a minute. Right, okay. So there are all my news stories. Okay? Here they are. Look. News stories flashing across the screen like that. Different news stories that I may or may not use. And the thing's counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And then I thought, well, I'll just minimise that screen. But I hit the cross button accidentally. And I lost all the tabs. And with 10 seconds to go, I thought, oh, no. I'm going to have to do it on the fly now. You know, I won't have anything prepared. Everything that I prepared, I'd accidentally closed. But I found a way to restore recently closed tabs. How fabulous is that? You just click. I'm using Chrome, so you click on one of the tabs, and there's an option there to reopen closed tabs. So that's good, isn't it? That's good. If you ever accidentally close all your tabs, just right-click in the tab bar. Not the address bar, the tab bar, which is at the very top. And it should come up with reopen closed tabs. And that will happen there. All right. Quiz news. So we did the quiz last night. Quiz was good last night. Only 3 teams, unfortunately, which became 2 teams because one team went out to dinner. We only had 2 teams last night, but they were fairly large teams. I did expect that. Because we're just coming up to Christmas now, and that was nice. Unfortunately, Adam the plumber, if you're listening carefully, I did have a chocolate yesterday. This lady brought in some chocolates, and I had a chocolate. Only one. So I think that will be okay. And won't affect my Slimming World bits and pieces. I had one. I need to bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I had 1 chocolate yesterday. It is true. I just wanted to admit that to you on the show today. Okay? The quiz is now running right through January, including next week. Next Wednesday, the quiz is on. That's at the King's Head Theatre Bar. This is where the quiz is. One moment, please. There we are. Now, it's on next week, which is the 27th. I won't be doing it next week because I'm away, but I'll be back the week after. So that's right throughout January. We carry on. We've no date yet for finishing, okay? At the King's Head Theatre Pub, right the way through January in 115 Upper Street in Islington. And you can come along that and possibly win. The phone line's open now. If you want to call in, 020 8144 3477. 020 8144 3477. There's a Skype in as well. The Skype in is United Kingdom Talk. All one word, United Kingdom Talk. So that's a quiz continuing now to go throughout January. I was very pleased to hear the other day my nephew, George, great nephew George, who's 5 now, is very much into Doctor Who. And they play Doctor Who at his primary school. And what do you think? What part do you think my nephew plays? Dalek? Nope. Doctor Who? Nope. He plays a cyberman. And when he comes home, he plays it with his sister, my great niece, Emily. And he plays the cyberman, and she plays a victim. And my sister said, "You want to see me?" Marches through the house and she's running away screaming and shouting. I can't wait to play that. I'm going to go and be a Dalek. Exterminate. I've got a Dalek here somewhere. Where is it? There it is, over there. 1 minute. Anyone who's never seen Doctor Who won't know what a Dalek is. It's one of these. Yes. I wonder if it speaks at the moment. Just a moment. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Now, men, I don't think the ladies have realised this, but men, can you see that on the bottom there? Do you know what that means? Any idea? That means the batteries have leaked. If I open now, it'll all be powdering horrible. Oh, don't suppose it works, does it? 1 minute. No, that's had it now. I mean, you can clean it up, but there we are. Anyway, that's a Dalek. I shall be a Dalek. George can be a Cyberman. Oh, hang on. My chair's gone down there. George can be a Cyberman, and we can both chase great niece Emily through the house, screaming, ah, ah! Delete, 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 delete. Oh, we love it. We love it. Good. All right, let's read you some news stories this morning. You can call in if you want to. Till I read the number. 0208 144 3477. Don't be shy. Give us a call this morning. Right. Where is it now? This, just a moment. There we are. There we go. Now, Apple. Have you got an Apple phone? I have. I've had an Apple phone for a few years. I've got an iPhone 8 at the moment, which is okay. I upgraded from an Apple SE. Once I'd bought the phone and had it a while, I soon realised that I didn't really need to update it. I don't find really much improvement at all between the iPhone 8 or the iPhone SE. I don't see much of an improvement there. However, I bought that now, so that's okay. And, I just put up with it. Well, this was on the television this morning. I was watching BBC Business Live just before I come up to talk to you this morning. And it's also in the Daily Mail. And it says, Apple have admitted it does intentionally, and I quote, smooth out the performance of its smartphones when a battery gets too old. The story goes on. A consumer watchdog that evaluates electronic gadgets' performances sparked an outcry after it found that the processing power of older models is limited once battery life begins to suffer. Many claimed it was an attempt to force users to upgrade to the latest model. Today, Apple said the software update is actually prolonging the life of the phone and stopping it from shutting down as the batteries age and become less effective. However, the firm has come under fire for not being more transparent about the software update or explaining to users when it happens. The shutdowns are caused when iPhones hit peaks of processor power that the battery was unable to cope with, causing them to simply shut down. Apple said its software smoothed out these peaks, allowing the phones to continue operating. And they said, our goal is to deliver the best experience for customers, which includes overall performance and prolonging the life of their devices. Lithium-ion batteries become less capable of supplying peak current demands when in cold conditions, have a low battery charge, or as they age over time, which can result in a device unexpectedly shutting down to protect its electronic components. So do you find as your phone gets older, do you think it gets slower? Because that's what they're saying here. Apple said last year we released the features of the iPhone 6, iPhone 6S and iPhone SE to smooth out the instantaneous peaks only when needed to prevent the device from unexpectedly shutting down during these conditions. We've now extended that feature to iPhone 7 and plan to add support for other products in the future. The drop in performance came to light in benchmark tests from Toronto-based firm Geekbench. It found on certain versions of the Apple operating system phones with older batteries achieved much lower performance scores. So, on one side there, we've got people saying that they slow the phones down. Do you think Apple slowed the phones down to make you buy a new one, perhaps? Stick your messages on and I'll read them out. But it's an interesting thought. I have to say, I didn't notice that my iPhone SE had got any slower before I changed it up for an iPhone 8, for an 8. My mate's got a 10. And yeah, okay, like the picture goes to the edge and it's all round on the edges and all that business. I can't see much difference between a 10 and a 10 and an 8, to be honest. Really. But, I can't see them doing that, to be honest, making stuff not work as well. I mean, none of us, if we knew that, none of us would upgrade the software, would we? Andy says, hi Chris, wishing you and yours a happy Christmas and a happy Christmas to you. Merry Christmas from the Mirable Studios in Royal Berkshire. That's where we are this morning. Yes, indeed. So that's the Apple iPhone story. Something else I saw on the television this morning. Now, I've been trying to get into their website and I think it's crashed. Oh, there we go. I'm in. And this is a company called WeFiFo. Okay? WeFiFo. Again, this was on the BBC's Business Live programme this morning. WeFiFo connects home chefs, supper club hosts and event organisers with hungry people. Basically, if you... Do you know, my chair's sunk a bit. Hang on. Basically, if you like cooking, you can make money by not becoming a chef in like a restaurant in your own home. And I bet there's one or two of you out there that are damn good cooks. How'd you like to make a little bit of money out of it? Do you like having people round for dinner? What about people that you don't know round for dinner? I said that did a whole different thing, isn't it? How do you know? You know, you're sitting there, you've got your back turned while you're stirring your baked beans, ready to put them on the plate, and they bang you over the head with a piece of wood or something like that. Well. So on the WeFiFo, anyone can host an event at WeFiFo. Whether it's dinner at your kitchen table, a picnic in the park, a barbecue on the beach, coffee and a cake at a community hall, or a brunch on a barge. It couldn't be easier, and we will be there to help you every step of the way. Post your event on WeFiFo and tell your guests what they can look forward to. You can host an event for friends, for charity, to earn some extra pocket money, or even launch a career. What a good idea. Why has no one thought of this before? It carries on. Eat. If you're looking for a truly unique and affordable eating experience, then we think WeFiFo. Simply search by location or scroll through our featured events and reserve your seat at a table that takes your fancy. Now, this can be in someone's house. You know, so, I mean, I could do a Slimming World. FiFiFo, couldn't WeFiFo. And it's an awful name, I think. WeFiFo, that just does not run off. Doesn't run off your tongue at all, does that? WeFiFo. But nevertheless, that's what it's called. Perhaps I could do my my spaghetti arrabetta, and I could advertise it on there, and then people would contact me. How much are you charging for the spaghetti arrabetta? Oh, just £10. And then they come round and into your kitchen or in your living room. I mean, you've got to have a reasonable price. Well, no, not necessarily. You don't have to have a big house, do you? Could just invite one person to your flat. Charge them £10, cook them a meal. I think this is an excellent idea. It's like the Airbnb type thing, isn't it? But on a food scale instead. Good morning, Ross. Merry Christmas to you. WeFiFo offers a great opportunity for aspiring cooks to achieve financial independence. But WeFiFo also likes to reward hosts, guests and community spirit with cookies. Our online rewards. Cookies. Oh, yeah, very good, very good. Watch your cookie jar fill, and you can spend yours on attending events, acquiring new skills, or on unique WeFiFo merchandise. At the heart of WeFiFo is a desire to share. Now, I know where they're coming from here. It's the stuff I do. I am sharing this with you, aren't I? I have chosen to share what I do with you. I love doing this. Love doing this. We want you to share your talent with the world by hosting an event and by bringing people together to share food, stories and laughter. After an event, guests and hosts can review each other to share their feelings about what made the event special. Oh, I hope there's not going to be any nasty ones. Yeah, went round to this bloke's house and he cooked the meal. Oh, the sausages were burnt, the baked beans stuck to the pan, and it was the most awful. Are they going to share experiences like that? Because I don't like that programme on the telly where they invite people round. Can't remember what it's called now. Anyway, the host invites 4 people round that they don't know, generally. And they cook them the meal. Thank you very much. And then the camera goes, and then they interview the people and they slag them off. Dreadful programme. Come dine with me. That's the one. Come dine with me. Awful programme. So I hope it's not going to be like that. But I think this is an excellent idea. So let's have a look around. Find an event. So on this website, WeFiFo.com it is. Ever so easy. WeFiFo.com. Find an event. So I'm going to find an event now. And let's see how we get on. Right, keyword. Oh, I don't know. Keyword. I'll ignore keyword. Okay, location. Let's type in where I am. Bracknell. There it is. Bracknell, United Kingdom. And we go within 5 miles. Okay, search. Let's have a look. See if anything comes up. Stand by. Anything? No events found. Oh, well, that was a waste of time, weren't it, dear? Let's try another one. Let's do within 50 miles. Here we go. Within 50 miles of Bracknell. Aha! Aha! Oh, several things being offered here. Several things being offered here. I can go to Fat Macy's. Now, what's that? Fat Macy's is heading to the Luminary Bakery for a series of very special Christmas supper clubs. So that's £30. Well, that's like a company, though, isn't it? I'm looking for someone's house. Show more. Let's try that. Show more. No, these are all like shops, really. 150 quid. What's that? Oh, it's about cooking. Oh, if you already know the basics about cooking, want to learn some more, then on the Wednesday, the 3rd of January, 9 o'clock, 150 quid? What, to learn how to cook baked beans? That's a lot of money, isn't it? Well, quite frankly, there's not a lot here. These are like here's one. Home cook. Right, home cook. We've got one. Spaghetti and meatballs. This says it's a home cook. He's got 5 places available. 7 o'clock, Wednesday, the 10th of January in Horsham, United Kingdom. So there we are. There's one there. Event information. Spaghetti and meatball evening with as many meatballs as you can eat. Well, until he's run out, I suppose. Spaghetti, homemade beef and pork meatballs seasoned with aged parmesan, sage, garlic, Moroccan spice, tomato sauce. So where would that be? Event type paid. Up to 10 guests. So it must have a big house. In Horsham. Dress code, casual. House is in a house. They've got pets. He's got parking, bring your own alcohol, welcome drink given. Let's have a look at the map. Where does he live then? Oh, surely it doesn't give you a map of where you are. Oh no, it gives an approximate location. So presumably you won't get the map of where they are until. Oh, hang on. Oops. Oh, hang on. Done something wrong. Until you actually do the booking. So there's one there. That's a home one. Let's see if we can find another one. So what's that called? Oh, hang on. I'll just click on home cook. Is there any other home cooks? No, I can't find any other home cooks. My guess, now I think this is an American thing, so let's just try. I'll type in New York. New York, and I'll type in home cook in the keyword thing. Within 50 miles, and we'll see what we get up there now. Oh, nothing. All right. London. This is good, isn't it? London. Home cook. If you go out to restaurants, I would imagine, this is quite a nice thing to do. London home cook. Food skills. No, I haven't got any home cook things there. No. Well, I can't find many on there. But presumably once they get going, it would be a good thing, wouldn't it? To go, make a little bit of extra money. When you've cooked something, especially if you're on your own like me. Okay, I've got to be honest with you. Sometimes I'll cook a meal and I'll do several portions and I put some in the freezer and that. And I'm sitting there eating. And sometimes I do think to myself, I wish I had someone to share this with. Because my mate, he's just so Nearly swore. Nearly swore then. Nearly swore. My mate is just so fussy with his food. Can't eat this, don't want to eat this, don't want to eat this. And I want stuff to share, and he's just don't want to eat it. And I do quite a lot of spicy stuff now as well. And I've got this thing here, and I think, I wish I had someone to share this with, so that they could sit you there in the living room or wherever, and they would eat it. Oh, do you know what, Chris? This is really nice. That's all you want to hear. That's what you want to hear. This is really nice. Something like that, don't you? So it's a good way of doing it, I think. Right, back to some of your messages then. Oh, gosh. Oh, I haven't been reading, have I? There we are. I've been talking for so long. You've got all these messages there. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Kelly Kim, there you are. She's in her third. Oh, no. No, just a moment. Let's have a look with her. I think you're having a conversation with somewhere. Andy wants to know, would a karaoke be streamed tonight? Don't know, Andy. If there's enough people there, we might do. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that. It would be around about 8 o'clock, I would imagine. It starts at 7, but streaming about 8. The lady did ask me to go on till 11 this week, so we might be going on till 11 o'clock tonight. If there's enough people there, I'll see about streaming it. It'd be quite easy. I think we've got 4G there as well, so I can carry the picture. All right. Hello to Sharon, who is working very hard this morning, looking after the ladies' loo in Brighton Station. Good morning, Sharon. Hope you're well. Get those. Is it 20 pence? How much is it to have a little wee in Brighton Station? Do they have to pay? 20 pence to have a wee. That's not bad, is it really? I always carry a bottle so I don't have to pay. Kevin, there you are. Hayley loves cooking and baking, and I love to host. Well, there you are, Hayley. I'd have a look at that. WeFiFo. Have a look at WeFiFo. You might make a bit of money. You could cook a dinner, Hayley. Right? I don't think I've been to your house. I know how big you are. Say you had 4 people round, £10 each. Well, that's 40 quid. That'd pay for the meal and a little bit left over, wouldn't it? I think it's an excellent idea. I really do. Kevin says you could cook some of your campfire stew, which I had some of that the other day. Oh, it's lovely. Again, my mate rang up. He said, what are you doing for dinner? I said, he said, I suppose you're doing all that horrible spicy stuff. I said, well, yes, I am. He said, oh, well, there won't be anything for me then. Correct? Correct. Go and buy a sandwich from the garage. Do you know how many calories there are in sandwiches in the garage? It's outrageous. All that cream and salt on there. Who puts salt on sandwiches? Do you? 2 bits of bread, bit of ham and a cheese and salt. No, you don't, do you? So why do they do that in the supermarket in the and the garages in their pre-packed sandwiches? They cake them in salt and everything, don't they? Awful, awful. Christina says the food thing sounds very interesting. Yes, it does. Presumably, it would be a fairly safe thing because, you've entered all your details in it. So there's a record of who's going to your house and what time they're getting there and all that. So if there's anything dodgy going on, they've already got the information there, haven't they? And I suppose you have to send your picture and all this, that and the other. You could have any old person knocking at the door. I'm always worried that while I'm on air, religious extremists are going to break into this studio and take over the show and broadcast their crap to everyone. Huh? Is it Royal Berkshire or Berkshire? It's Berkshire. Well, we are a royal borough, so you can call it Royal Berkshire. B-E-R-K. B-E-R-K. Sounding Berkshire. B-E-R-K-S-H-I-R-E. Okay? Good morning to Angel. Morning, Angel. She only lives up the road. Literally a minute's walk from here. Good morning. Long time no speak. Merry Christmas to you, Angel. Hope you're well up there, darling. Not a lot going on in the garden now, is there? Although I must say the flowers this year lasted ages. Ages and ages and ages. They've only just died off. All right. I'm not going to swear, Kevin, no. Good morning to Paul Dow. Welcome along, Paul. Paul is another Slimmers World member. Paul, what made you go to Slimmers World? Did you wanted to go on your own or what? I just wondered because there seemed to be the phone line is open. Yes, darling. 0208 144 3477, Christina, if you want to give us a quick call. All right, darling. Yes, Paul goes to Slimmers World now. There's an awful lot of people, as I'm talking about my Slimmers World, and they're like, oh, I'm going to try that. I think a lot of people have gone because of me. Yeah, and I went because of Adam the plumber. It was him who got me into it because I wasn't happy with my weight. Oh, I kept moaning and not actually doing anything about it. So there we are. Good. All right. Okay, boys and girls, what's the time? 10:15. I'll have to disappear very soon. We're going to do the birthdays now. Okay, we're going to do yesterday's birthdays and today's birthdays because I didn't manage to get around to you yesterday, did I? I was so busy. Happy birthday today to Helen Thompson. Greetings, Helen. Happy birthday to you. Paul Robertson. Good morning, Paul. Nice Christmassy picture of you there. Leanne Marie Cowd. Happy birthday. Nigel Moss. Playing his guitar there is 49 years old. Is it a bass or is it a guitar? I'm not quite sure. Happy birthday, Nigel. I don't know much about guitars. I'm a keyboard player. Edward Ross. Miss Ross, happy birthday to you, dear. Happy birthday. When's the last time I saw you, eh? Michael B. Brooks. Happy birthday, Michael. Filipa Fig area is 37 years old today. Kerri Folks is 25 years old today. Salim Yusuf, it's his birthday today as well. Okay, so let's do yesterday's birthdays as well while we're at it. It's Christina's calling in. Christina, I'll just... 1 minute. There we are, darling. I've just got you on hold there, Christina. All right, my darling? I'll come to you in a second. Happy birthday yesterday to Gillian Corn. Happy birthday, Gillian. I haven't seen you for a few years. Happy birthday, Gillian. Alison Johnson. Gloria Gefasoni, who is in Australia. I know her from doing radio in Australia, so happy birthday to you, Gloria. And Jo Ryan, who is my cousin's wife. It was her birthday yesterday as well. So let us sing the song, boys and girls. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your birthday, boys and girls. Those of you whose birthdays I have just read out there this morning. And on the phone is Christina in Portsmouth. Good evening. Good morning.
Good morning. Howdy, howdy.
Morning, Christina. You all right, darling?
Oh, yes. I'm just finishing up all the last-minute Christmas cards.
Oh, you do the Christmas cards, do you? Okay. Is it?
Oh, yes. Well, you got to keep the card companies in business.
Yeah, they were saying on the news that very few, certainly the younger people, when I say younger, sort of below 40, I think.
No,
so
I'm not in that category, but thanks.
Oh, I'm sure you are. You do yourself an injustice. How old are you then? Are we allowed to know?
Yeah. I'm 21 is my state of mind. Yeah, that's it.
We never grow up in our minds, do we? You know.
I keep having my 21st anniversary all the time.
I don't think you do grow. I mean, some of the stuff I say to my sister, and I could never imagine my father speaking to his brother or his sister like I speak to my sister and like she speaks to me. But I suppose they did.
I'm glad I grew up as an only child sometimes. I didn't get siblings until much later on in life.
Oh, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah. All the steps and the two steps. So.
Fair enough.
But that food thing sounds absolutely interesting. But I would be a bit concerned about having strange people in your house because then they know where you live. They know how many people are in your house. They know what your stuff is. Yeah,
I see. I do see where you're coming from. And indeed, Airbnb have had some problems like that, haven't they?
And you have to also, get the cleaners in beforehand because, you don't want people going through with a, white glove inspection.
Oh, they would do, wouldn't they? I know some people that would do that. I do.
Yeah, no, I have some friends who do dinner club. They do supper clubs where it's about 6 of them and they all rotate from house to house for the different courses.
Oh, you do that, do you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have friends who do that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought about it, though. It does sound interesting, but...
Nice to be able to share your meals. I would be worried about things like... Well, I just come out with it. About rapings and things like that.
Yeah,
going around to people's houses or being banged over the head with a piece of... Well, probably with a pan while you're there.
Or somebody having an allergic reaction to nuts or something, and then you get sued.
Yeah. Where have all these allergies come from? I remember as a child, I don't remember anyone at all being allergic to peanuts.
Oh, I know.
Or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I grew, I went to school and grew up in America, and occasionally you'd have the few maybe dairy or fish allergies, but you didn't have all this gluten-free and all this other, allergic to any food that's alive. It has to be dead and be dust or.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Oh, I don't know. We got a message here from Lussa Catton, who says Happy Christmas, Christopher Reardon. So thank you very much. Happy Christmas to you as well, sir. Happy Christmas to you. Well, so you won't be inviting anyone around for dinner then, Christina?
Well, no, actually, I'm working at a food soup kitchen on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's good of you, yes. Is that for the homeless?
A way to avoid the other half's mother-in-law for...
I'm taking up Monopoly to my sister and Cluedo. We're going to do board games.
Ah,
yeah,
that's always good.
I mean, quite frankly, I've got a TV magazine thing in front of me. Now, I always used to buy the Radio Times, but it's like £4.50 now. For a TV for a listings magazine, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I usually go to Waitrose, pick up the Saturday paper with my little Waitrose card.
Oh, yeah.
And then it has the TV in it.
Yeah, I do that as well. All the newspapers will have it.
As well as the pub quiz.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I know the one. But all the newspapers will be doing their TV guide. But I got this a few days ago. £1.10 for 2 weeks of telly. There it is. What's on TV, which is all right. And Christmas Day, well, I mean... There's some good films and that on. Doctor Who's on, of course, 5:30.
Exactly.
Strictly Come Dancing. Well, I don't really watch that. Then Call the Midwife. Well, I never watched any of those.
Call the Midwife is on my TiVo box to record, and they're also doing a Victoria one as well, Christmas.
Oh yes.
Thing,
now the thing is with the
nice.
Again with the Victoria, something that would really interest me. Unfortunately, I didn't start recording the first series, so I didn't want to join it halfway through. Then my mate said, well, I've got them. So I watched about 2, and I haven't found the time to watch it. So I haven't seen the first series. So I don't, to watch just the Christmas special, I wouldn't know what was going on. That's the trouble.
I have that problem with EastEnders and Coronation Street when I watch like maybe one of the episodes about once every 6 months.
Right, yes.
I just go, okay, who are these people now?
Oh, that's what I mean. And now with Call the Midwife, you obviously watch it. Can you just come in and watch one episode? Does that work or not really?
About 80%.
About 80%. Oh, okay, so you could. So I could watch it and I would understand what was going on, would I?
Yeah.
Right.
I would say about 70-80%. Yeah.
Okay, because a bit like Doctor Who. Now, when I was a child, Doctor Who, each story was like 6 parts.
Yeah.
So you'd watch one half an hour, all that, then you'd have a cliffhanger, then the next week and the next week. Now they are single stories. So one story,
or they have part 1, part 2, and that's it.
Yeah, maybe part 1, part 2, but generally they're single story. Each program is a whole story, so you can just come in and watch one, and that's okay. But with certain series, certainly Dallas, if you came in the middle of that, you wouldn't have a clue what was going on, would you? I miss that, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, I used to love Dallas so much.
I must admit, on my hard drive, I actually have the whole Dallas series from beginning to end. And I do have every episode, which is kind of sad, but oh well.
That is not there is nothing sad about that, my friend. I used to love Dallas.
And I used to have my ringtone as the Dallas theme song as well.
Well, my mate's ringtone is the Dynasty one.
Ah.
Now, I got an Apple iPhone, and a long time ago, must be 3, 4, 5 years ago, what you could do is make a ringtone and then pull it into iTunes and use that as someone's ringtone. You can't do that now. I don't know why you're unable to do that now, but those ringtones that you have already created still work. You just can't add to them, which is a bit unfortunate, you know. But I used to love Dallas. I loved the reboot. I don't suppose you've seen any of the new Dynasties, do you? Have you?
I think I've seen a few. I never really got into Dynasty, or even really Knox Landing, which was the other spinoff.
I didn't watch that.
It was sort of like, it was too much bed hopping.
Yeah, it's true enough. I mean, but the thing is with those American soaps, all the theme musics are fantastic, aren't they?
Well, they're very memorable.
I remember the Knots Landing, hasn't it? Da 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 da. That one, isn't it?
Exactly.
Most of the American programs, their theme musics are all happy up tunes, aren't they? You know, they're happy. Da 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 da. Even Dynasty. Da 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 da. And you come to this country, and the theme musics are so depressing. Now, one of the worst ones is Coronation Street. Oh, it's ghastly. Ghastly.
Well, with one of my first series that I used to watch when I was still living in Germany before moving to the UK was the Auf Wiedersehen, Pet.
Oh, yes.
And that theme music was kind of, well.
Can you do it? Because I don't remember that one.
It was very northern,
Right.
Geordie language, basically.
Right.
So
Geordie language.
My first experience with the UK was via Newcastle, and then I moved to London, and it was almost a complete different vocabulary.
Gosh, I've never been there. Newcastle, Colditz. Do you remember?
They speak totally different.
Do you remember Colditz?
I have heard of it. Yes.
That was really haunting. That theme tune. Let me see if I can find it for you. Let me see if I can find you the Colditz theme. It da 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 da, and that one really sends shivers up my back. It just reminds me of, and it was on Saturday night on BBC One, and
it's perfect for Christmas.
Yeah, let's have a look. Here we are, Colditz theme. Have a listen to this beautiful piece of music. Oh, hang on, there's a blooming advert playing now, isn't there? Just a second, let's skip that. There we go. Colditz theme music. Here we go. Can you hear that?
Uh-huh.
Do you recognise that at all or not?
No, no. But I mean, it almost sounds like it could be a tune in a western as well.
Yes, you're quite right actually. Yeah, I suppose you're right there. But to hear that piece of music now sends shivers up my back, because I just remember sitting there with my mum and dad and my sister watching that on a Saturday night. You see.
Oh, goodness!
Have you got any tunes in your head that do that?
I used to sit and watch Dallas on Saturday night.
Oh, you had it on Saturdays, did you? We had it on Wednesdays here. 8 o'clock on Wednesday night. It was on.
Yeah. No, it was that, and then we also had Doctor Who on at the weekend as well.
Yes, we did.
And we used to the old Doctor Who, like the 1970s, the ones with the really bad special of science, sci-fi special effects.
Oh yeah, but in those days they looked good. We didn't see them as bad effects. They looked good then.
Yeah,
now,
I mean at the time.
Yeah, the stuff we've got now, when you compare it, I mean, you can't compare it, can you? Because it's all
no, it's different. It's completely different. So, But I mean, I must say, I do like the more modern Doctor Who than the 70s. But that's my personal opinion.
Fair enough. My favourite Doctor Who's were John Pertwee at the top, followed very closely by Tom Baker. They were my favourite Doctor Who's, and then Colin Baker. Yeah, I wasn't keen on Peter Davidson or the bloke with the glasses. Can't remember what his name was now.
Yeah, I did quite like Tom Baker as well.
Yeah.
And
Kevin says, we no longer have theme music on these shows. Most really don't have grand themes anymore. No, it's just some bloke playing a little keyboard now, isn't it? They don't bother with the orchestra anymore, which is a shame. I heard that on Netflix, they're considering dropping the opening things and the closing titles. They think it's unnecessary.
Oh,
yes.
That's bad. I mean, think about all those people in that industry who work hard on those things. They do deserve to get recognized and credited.
I think so. And I think that's got to be...
I mean, including the best boys.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be a way of saving money. That can be the only reason they've said that. And I think it would be
airtime, yeah.
It would be a great show. Can you just imagine Dallas starting without the theme music?
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same.
No, it wouldn't, would it? And I hope they don't do that. I don't know. You don't have Netflix, do you?
I have the opportunity to have it. I just have a regular cable middle range package with all
you've
the
got
TV
a package,
channels.
have you? Right, okay.
Yeah. I've got a. I think it's called the Big Kahuna package or something. I have like 200 channels, and I figure that's enough.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, I don't have a package at all. The only thing I have is Netflix, and I share with my sister. And there is now, when the show starts, in the bottom left-hand corner, it comes on skip intro. So you can already do that. You can already, like, if you want to go straight to the programme, no music and introduction at the beginning, you can do that now on Netflix. But I don't. I like to have that bit of music on at the beginning. I do. I think it's part of the programme.
Or when it comes on, you know that you've got 30 seconds before it starts, so you can make your last quick dash for a cuppa.
It's true. Christina, have a lovely Christmas, my darling, all right?
You too. And I wanted to say also, as I'm fixing to go drop off a box of biscuits at the Samaritans call center, but if you have any viewers who feel lonely or they want to talk to somebody, the Samaritans are always around, and they're really gearing up for Christmas.
Oh, that's nice of you to say that. What number would someone ring for that then? Is this for helpers?
Yeah. You would ask me this, and I have the number downstairs.
Oh, never mind.
I'll put it up on your wall.
Never mind. All right, Christina. Thank you, darling.
Okay. All right. Talk to you then. Bye now.
Cheerio. Bye-bye, Christina. Oh, my word. How lovely to hear Christina this morning. It really is. All right, boys and girls, let's have a look. We're going to disappear now. Okay, thank you very much for joining us on the show this morning, boys and girls. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always, to talk to you. Don't forget, we got our karaoke tonight at the Beulah Spa, 41 Beulah Hill, Upper Norwood in London, SE19 3DS. Starts at 7 o'clock and finishes at 10:30. Enjoy. I'm just trying to find my Christmas little clothes thing. There it is. Enjoy your Wednesday, and I'll speak to you again. Oh, hang on. Where have you disappeared to? There you are. That's better. Want to see me when I'm saying goodbye, don't you? Enjoy your Wednesday, and I'll see you again very soon. Thursday, enjoy your... I can't get the words out. Enjoy your Thursday, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.